Hey everyone, welcome to the Golden Nuggets podcast. My name is Nazreen and I have Ami on my left.
Yeah, what's up, guys?
And today's segment is called The Podium. The Podium is a platform where it's the first episode for the Podium, for your info, and we are bringing small businesses, consultants, coaches, solopreneurs, and I mean in general, people who runs businesses, and that could use this platform to elevate their brand, to bring awareness and to explore opportunities, and this will be a kickstart for them. And today we have a special guest, someone who I know for quite some time. I think about a year plus, I think.
Yeah.
Or I think more than that. A client and a very good friend. We have today Feroz from Miraj Advisory. Welcome, bro.
Hi, what's up, guys? I'm back.
All right. So, how are you, Feroz?
Oh, great.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Okay. So, can you share with our listeners who is Feroz and what exactly is Miraj Advisory?
I'm actually a F1 racer.
Oh.
No lah. I wish I could. Do you guys watch F1?
Yeah, more or less.
More or less?
No, I don't know.
I don't
No
know.
wonder cannot go inside the Ubi Tech Park car park.
Too fast.
That explains.
I'm so happy that Lewis Hamilton actually got on the podium.
Mm.
Yeah, so you guys were talking about podium just now, right? it's not relevant. So anyway, I am Feroz Khan, a financial service director from Miraj Advisory, representative for VI Singapore.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been in the business for about 9 years now.
Okay.
Wow.
Set up Miraj Advisory for about 1 year.
Ah.
1 year and 4 days old.
1 year and
You
so baru
track.
birthday.
My birthday.
Okay, congrats,
Yeah.
man. Congrats on being 1 year old.
Anniversary.
Anniversary.
Okay, so Feroz, you have been in the financial services industry for 9 years. Can you share with our listeners what are the most common problems that you actually face?
Most common problem client paitao.
Okay.
Wow, really?
No lah.
But it happens, right?
It happens.
Yeah. It's part and parcel lah.
It's
Goes-
part and parcel of, I think, sales workforce, I would say.
Mm.
Yeah. So no matter what, I think anywhere you are also, when you're in sales, there's no obligation. So when there's no obligation, then we cannot forcefully ask people to sit down with us, right?
Mm-hmm.
So definitely that is part and parcel of life, I would say. Other challenges that I face would be, I think getting leads. Getting leads, knowing people, getting to know more people. So these are basically the challenges that we face in the past 9 years lah.
Right.
Yeah.
Up till today, even with 9 years of experience, is lead still an issue?
Up to today, after 9 years, Alhamdulillah, when you have that skill set, when you know what to do, it's easier. So you know where to, mingle around, and I like to build on trust lah. So when you build on trust, then slowly, inshallah, the business will come lah.
Right.
Yeah, and we work on referrals a lot. So I know you, later on you pass your, your network to me, then we get to know, then that's how we do business lah. Yes.
Nice.
So this is your main struggles. But personally, you as a person being in this industry, your time is not consistent. You may not be able to see your kids a lot. Is that a struggle for you?
Initially, yes. I work 17 hours a day
Wow.
in my first 6 years.
Oh,
6.5 years to be exact lah.
4.
Yeah, 16 hours a day, 6.5 years. Then finally I went through some courses. Went through this particular coach. Dia kasih aku homework. Kau tahu homework apa, guys?
Apa?
What is it?
Dia suruh aku relax 1.5 days.
Relax.
That means don't work for 1.5 days every week.
Is that even possible?
Every week.
Every week don't work 1.5 days.
Okay.
Aku macam what? You're asking me not to work?
Yeah.
What's the rationale? Apa dia, why is he asking to do that?
So basically I'm a workaholic lah. I work 7 days a week,
Is
17
you
hours a
lah.
day. I only see my kids before they wake up. Lepas subuh aku tengok orang, pap aku dah keluar. When I come back, they are already fast asleep.
Okay.
So there's no relationship lah. So I didn't really see my kids, especially my first three during the first 6.5 years lah. Much lah. Yeah, so
Sacrifice,
that's how much I would say I lost the time with them lah. That's a sacrifice lah.
Wow, 6 years.
But it is
Gila.
for their future lah, kan? I'm very sure that's your main intention on why you work so hard, right?
Yeah, inshallah is what actually for the future. And I think for every entrepreneur, right, we got to sacrifice. Once we sacrifice, then inshallah we can see what is up ahead of us lah.
Of course.
I think now the issue is some people they are not willing to sacrifice what they have right now to see what is being installed in future. So that's some people lah. But for me is I know that I come from a very poor family lah. So literally we couldn't go on holiday. Meals per day is like every day at home and simple kind of meals. So when I got this opportunity to come into this industry, I told myself that aku nak kena make it lah. Kalau tidak, then macam mana
Make it or break it, eh?
That's it. That's about it lah.
Wow.
Can you paint a picture for our listeners? You work 17 hours a day at that point of time for 6 years.
Correct.
What exactly do you do in that 17 hours? What was the hustle and grind?
So basically, at about 9 a.m. I'm already in office. 8 plus I'm already in office. I will leave office at about 1 p.m. Go from my apartment, 3 apartments a day. Come back home at about 12. Mandi, solat. Lepas tu aku akan buat aku punya admin for 2 hours. Then I sleep. Then I wake up again for subuh, and the whole entire day goes on and on and on and on.
I see. So apa tu in that 17 hours it includes the 3 appointments that you actually set for yourself, your own KPI every single day.
Correct.
You settle all the admins for your clients.
Correct.
And also in the daytime your own admin for your own self lah.
Yes, correct.
Okay. And how does your wife feel about it?
Wah, sensitive lah ni
Wife, First wife.
Yeah, it's a bit sensitive, but we need to paint the
So-
picture for our listeners. Pasal kalau tak, they don't know what was the struggle you went through.
Actually, honestly, the first few years, everyday fight lah.
Serious, eh?
Everyday
Wow.
quarrel lah. Because I'm hardly at home.
Of course.
They cannot see what's in store for future, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I also cannot see what. So eventually, we had a very big struggle because every day, like about 12, 11 plus, after finish appointment, I have to, go and fetch her from my in-law place, send her back home. Because she's also working and she's a teacher. So, and we only had like one car lah. So, she always would wait for me because we had 2 kids at that point of time. So she didn't want to take Grab and all. So not really an easy ride along the way, I would say.
Wow.
I see.
I feel you, man.
We definitely feel you because as entrepreneurs, and if the wife has been working in a job that is kind of an iron rice bowl, as they say, it's difficult for them to see that future that we have in mind. And that being said, like them expecting you to like fetch them and whatsoever, they actually may not see that it is actually a bit disruptive because when you are in the flow meeting your clients and everything, and then you have to take a break just to do that, it is a bit disruptive, especially in your creative process. Yeah, because when you see your wife and you see your kids, actually it's usually the time to wind down really lah. And but for you, your wife at that point of time, she waited until like 12 a.m. like that just to wait until you reach and go back home from there.
Then inside the car macam biasa lah.
Routine,
Dia basically kau tahu perempuan nothing
Nothing
nothing against the females lah, but I mean you ladies are quite very delicate. So we men need to be very careful, and we need to know how to handle you guys lah. So maybe also blame myself because I'm not well skilled enough to handle female at that point of time. So along the way, alhamdulillah, learn. Then now I would say
skillful now.
it's manageable. It's manageable.
Part of the job lah, because I got female teammates, right?
Yeah. They work differently.
They work differently.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to know a secret?
Yeah. What is it?
On how to handle that issue?
How to handle?
You just stay in your in-laws' place.
Because that's where he lives right now.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Huh?
That solves a lot of problem already.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Then at least if they were to sleep early or late, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So what are currently, how big is your team?
We are at about 22 right now. Still growing, inshallah. So our approach is, inshallah, we want to hit at least about 32 by end of the year. Then from there on, then we will grow. We will grow along the way lah. Yeah.
So at the moment, your short-term goal is actually to recruit 10 new team members.
Yes, my short-term goal as of now is to recruit 10 minimally. We are actively recruiting. We are actively hiring, which is the same meaning. Yeah, so that's what we are doing right now. We want to train and we want to grow more leaders along the way. Because when I was working back then in PSA, right, I was a senior operations supervisor, managing about 200 men per shift.
200
plus per shift lah. Usually we manage.
To handle manpower roster susah.
Actually, I never really handle manpower. It's more about equipment.
Oh, okay.
Equipment, containers, and etc. So it's actually quite taxing, I would say lah. Yeah, but I never knew that that one day can become a manager. I never knew that I can be promoted to a director. I never knew that one day, alhamdulillah, with a diploma cert, I can one day become a director. Never knew that this could happen lah. Only when I came into this shop, and when you work hard, and obviously it's kuasa Allah, then eventually, alhamdulillah, the day came lah, which is finally that a diploma holder can become a director, which is like, wow, I never knew it could. Yeah.
At this moment, you want to recruit 10 new team members. Is there any profile of team members that you are specifically looking at?
Okay, we are looking at mid-career switchers, fresh grads. We are also looking into the 30 plus, 40 plus babes, manager, GMs. Don't be afraid to have a leap of faith, because I'm the product of leap of faith, and my consultants are the product of leap of faith. My whole entire team, I would say 80% are actually mid-career switchers. Yep.
80%?
80% they are actually mid-career switchers. And I remember a time that I have this PS, my platoon sergeant in army, right? Who was actually my client initially. So every single time, every year when I met him, I like, hey bro, come and join me. Bro, come and join me. Then he like, no lah bro, this particular job is not meant for me.
That's what he said lah.
I like interior design. This is my passion.
Okay.
Remember dah berbual dengan passion. Like, how am I supposed to win passion, right?
Yeah.
So eventually, about a year later, he called me one day. Finally, he said, bro, aku dah quit kerja. Cakap, kau dah quit kerja, then kau call aku sebab kau tak nak bayar premium ber. So I had that
legit question.
That panic mode. He told me, no bro, I think I'm ready to join you.
Wow, where's the passion?
That is after how many years?
That's after like 3 years in the 3 years
process lah.
3 years in the process of a client.
Okay.
Then he finally said that, okay. So the moment he came in the first few months, right, he came to me like, hey Feroz, why didn't you convince me earlier? Like, why? And I'm like, no bro, this industry is amazing. I can help so many people. Then I'm like, bro, last time you talk about passion. How am I supposed to win passion, bro?
Yeah.
Okay, now I know the meaning of this job. Yeah, so he was happy lah after that. Yeah.
Where is he right now?
He's now right now he has done this MDRT for a couple of years.
Wow.
He have got himself certified in terms of a certified estate planner. So basically, whatever knowledge that alhamdulillah I have, I impart to him. He take, he develop, and he become better.
Right now, I want you to paint a picture for the people that you are recruiting. Okay, what kind of number one hustle that they need to go through to be able to make it to where you are right now?
Hustle they need to go through lah. Okay, simple. Korang tidur, wake up, the money will come. Making life so easy guys.
I was like that tomorrow I join.
No lah, I mean the hustle is basically the sacrifice that you have to put aside, which means to say your family time. Because there's a saying lah, if you have more family time, then you have less money. You have more money, then you got less family time. But once you have more money, then your family time less, eventually you can balance it out. to be on a very equal basis. Yeah. So when you want to put in the hard work, I would always tell mid-career switchers who are actually married, they have kids. You have a 6-day week plan first.
Okay.
Right? Then slowly, eventually, you have a 5.5 days, then 5 days, then you do 4.5 days. Then slowly 4 days.
Okay.
4 days is like the optimal
4
goal lah. You know, like 4 days work week is like whatever outside industry or when we talk about the Western world, some of them they are having 4 days work, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So this is the ultimate goal lah. 4 days work week. Hustle 4 days, 3 days lepak.
Nice.
Can go KL guys 3 days.
It's true.
Correct.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah. Okay. So but earlier you painted the picture where you had to work 7 days a week. I know that this is perhaps your own drive that made you to where you are right now. You went through that hustle, but is this something that the people who are planning to join you are also expected to do, to really hustle for 7 days straight, 17 hours a day, that kind of thing?
Okay. Actually, no need. Because why right now we have the strategy, we have the formula, the system in place that inshallah you don't have to hustle 7 days a week. With 5 days, with 6 days, inshallah, you'll be able to see the result. So that's how my consultants only work like 3 days,
Wow.
and then then they see the results lah.
Oh,
Yeah. So don't worry guys. I gila because I'm that kind of person. I can work all the way because when I was in my teens, I can work like 48 hours non-stop. When I was working in PSA, I did a double job. I did a valet because PSA kan, then sebelah ada St. James kan, right? So I was a valet there. So the moment I finish night shift je, pump aku pergi sana, aku kerja, lepas tu aku tunggu time 6 plus, then aku masuk balik. Yeah. So until one day, one of the supervisors saw me working there
Moonlight.
in my uniform. Then he saw me, bro, you mean moonlight? Because we are not allowed to moonlight. Then I'm like, alamak, aku dah takut. Lepas tu aku bilang boss of the valley, I told him that, bro, you put me behind can? Put me behind pula, diorang selalu gaduh. Then I like, okay, whatever, I'm there to work, right? So then eventually he shifted me to Clarke Quay. Clarke Quay as a valet. So Clarke Quay was awesome because you can drive like Ferrari lah.
Because
there were different kinds of cars that you can drive lah.
Wow. St. James a lot of our kids lah.
Yeah, St. James.
kids.
Yeah, correct. Okay. 10 people that you're planning to recruit. What is the secret formula that you actually have and you mentioned earlier? Is it something that can be shared so that the listeners can consider this, or macam mana?
Okay. If you talk about secret formula, it's obviously a secret formula, right? So when you share, it means it's open to public. So to me, if you want to join, you join. Then I share the secret formula lah.
Okay.
That's how it works, right,
Yalah,
guys? Right, guys.
Okay, so kalau aku nak join besok, okay lah. Aku just my commitment 3 days lah kira.
Boleh, insyaAllah.
Okay.
3 days, 4 days, no problem.
Okay. Alright. So at this moment, what have you tried to recruit the 10 team members that you are actually planning to have within the next few months?
Okay, we are doing a recruitment seminar next week, Saturday.
Oh.
So it's a very constant thing lah.
Okay.
That we are doing. We're doing social media ads on our own. I have a social media team. There's an employee under me. I have another exec who do other admin stuff. Yeah, so they run the events lah.
Nice.
So I got a very good support system in terms of how we can run in operation itself lah. So we work based on like how a company model work. Even though we are financial advisory firm lah, but we have to really work in terms of how a business is supposed to work lah.
Of course.
And perhaps can you also maybe paint a picture on how life will be like for this 10 who is planning to join you, if they really follow your system in the next 3 to 5 years?
What can they expect?
Yeah, what can they expect? What do you think they can? Do you think they can have a big house?
Big house
GCB ke mana tahu.
nak GCB boleh, tapi kau kena buat lain business lah. Multiply 10 million then become 20 million, then you come to me, then you can invest with me lah. That's how it works.
Awesome.
I mean, there are There are directors in the industry itself who actually stays in the GCB. There are.
Really?
I know of a few. But the business they bring in is actually massive business. That means they do high net worth. High net worth meaning to say that they do multi-millionaires lah, or billionaire business lah. And they do it as their bread and butter.
Okay.
That's why they are able to stay in the GCB lah. But not many directors who can replicate that process. Okay, because it takes time. It takes time. Yeah, so there's this particular lady who has been around for about 40 years. She's already 70 plus right now.
40.
Yep.
40 years in the industry.
40 years in the industry. She's 70 plus right now. Haven't retired. Yeah. So whether or not can stay GCB, inshallah can guys. Okay. The right market can.
So this lady
back to the painting of picture in terms of what kind of lifestyle that you can have, right?
Yeah.
So we talk about we all are common men. We talk about common men. I think first thing first is we have to double our income first. That's the first approach. Then from there we triple. Then we quadruple. Then we see how much we can go lah. That's the first I would say promise that I can dare to give at this point of time is to at least double your income. Then secondly is to also upgrade your lifestyle. Which means to say that if today you are taking a motor, how can you work hard in order for you to drive a car? Okay. And then that life does not stop there, because if you are climbing up the ladder and your clients are not climbing up the ladder together with you, then there's a problem there. So you got to also educate, nurture your clients, develop your clients to ensure that they can develop to the next level again. So that's the life process in terms of how or what Miraj Advisory does lah. So yep.
This is interesting. You say that when they upgrade their lifestyle, they also must bring their clients along. But for clients, if let's say they work a normal 9 to 5, and let's say they earn an average income in Singapore is about $3,000 to $4,000. Let's say they have kids, $3,000 to $4,000, they will still tend to live paycheck to paycheck.
Okay. So good point you brought up. So what I would educate them or nurture them is that I will tell them that I recently had this appointment Sunday. There's this particular client of mine who has been with me for 7 years.
Okay.
7
Same job, never change. Every single year I meet him, I ask him change job. Sampai dia dah kahwin dah ada anak. So yesterday I met him is that I told him that, hey bro, simple. By this week Sunday, kau punya resume kena siap. Resume dah siap, kau send aku. Aku jadi kau punya direct mentor sekarang.
Wow.
Dah siap, aku tengok kau punya resume. Next thing, kau pergi apply kerja. Because he has been in that company for 10 years.
Okay.
And I told him that, you know that, I mean he's earning a good paycheck, about 5K right now. Right? But I told him that with his skill set, right, if he's supposed to go to another company, that company is willing to pay him 6-7K. So he should take that leap of faith and jump.
Yeah, just
since
move,
he don't come to me, right?
Yep.
So I joked him, I said, hey, come and join me, bro. Then he said, hey bro, I not meant for me and all. Normal. Yeah, then I told him that, okay, this is the next step. So right now, that's how, to answer your question back again, I think most consumers out there, they are afraid to take the leap of faith, to come into this industry, to join property, or maybe to start their entrepreneurship journey. But end of the day, if you are still in the 9 to 5 category, have that guts to, you know, shift to the next job, because you never know that there's another company out there who is willing to pay for a qualified person. Because I'm an entrepreneur, so if I was supposed to employ someone as my staff, I want that staff to be experienced.
Yes.
I don't mind paying a bit more.
Yep.
Right. So long as she is experienced or he's experienced, I don't have to sakit kepala, tak payah groom, tak payah apa, come in straight away, can do the job.
Push.
Next thing is how can that particular staff bring the company to the next level. But there will definitely be a day where they might not be satisfied with their pay.
Yeah.
So I think the culture also need to be put in place lah.
Okay.
Like 4 days work week, maybe 4 days kat office, then
hybrid,
one day hybrid, one day work from home, that kind of thing. So they'll be like happy. Then slowly you improve 3 days. Then that's how it works lah.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. You keep on mentioning about people feel like it's not for them, it's not they are not ready and all this, right? Taking that leap of faith is always very difficult. What is your one advice to for them who is itching to get out of their 9 to 5 and wanting to join perhaps your team? What is the best advice that you can give them?
Okay, good point. Actually, I received a DM recently. Okay, so this particular guy, I will not mention name. So he added me. He added Miraj Advisory. So I DM him. Then we had a exchange conversation. Then he told me that, bro, actually I want to join, but I'm scared.
Okay.
Scared.
He's scared.
Yeah.
Then I asked him, why you scared? He said, bro, instability and etc. lah.
Okay.
So I said, okay, can understand. I said, okay, why not? Right. Since you are having that thought process, you come down for the recruitment seminar first lah. Listen first. At least it's a massive group. So it's not really very private. So you still have that non-obligation,
Yeah.
to whether you want to join or don't join, So end of the day, from there you decide whether can or cannot. So I will not be talking because when I talk or when I share the career, people will think that alamak dia ni
It's always this guy.
takkan dia boleh takkan dia satu je apa. Like sometimes people have that skeptical mindset lah.
Yeah.
So my guys who are fresh grads, my guys who are mid career switchers, then they will share about their journey. I think it's a bit more relevant towards whoever who took the leap of faith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what is the one thing, especially those mid-career switchers, candidates or perhaps now your team member, they actually went through in the earlier in the initial phases of the business?
Okay. Initial. Okay. I
Like-
think
like,
rejection.
Okay. Okay. What I mean is commonly instability is what you've already mentioned. Financially, are they people who have already saved up and prepared to go into 6 months or 1 year of no salary? Is this the kind of profile that you have took in before? Or are they people who are because they have been living paycheck to paycheck, they don't have that strong reserves, so but they still just join you?
Okay, good point. I'm a product of myself. So when I came into this industry, I only had 2K in my savings. Okay. So when I left the company, they only paid me about 1,000 plus.
Wow. Okay.
My contract took about 2 months to be approved.
Okay.
Because of some complications that I had last time. So what I did was I survived with 2K. I paid all my bills.
For the few months that you...
For that 2 months.
Okay.
So typically when you think back, right, your bills, right, at that point of time I had 1 kid. 1 more was coming up. So my expenses at that point of time, household expenses was about 1K. Haven't include my personal expense. So what I did was I actually worked ad hoc basis outside part time to just replace whatever additional income that I need for that moment. So if I can do it with 2K, inshallah I probably can.
For 2K for 2 months,
For 2 months. I have a consultant who actually came on board when he only had a saving deposit of 700.
700 only.
700 only. In his
Got
bank.
family?
He has a family. Yes. Yes. So he was very worried. He was very worried. He came to me and said, "Hey, Feroz, how are this one? I only got 700. I scared." I said, "Don't worry. Not to worry. So what if you have 700?" I said, "Do you believe in Almighty?" Then he like, "Yeah, I believe." I said, "Don't worry.
Wow,
you just
that's deep.
usaha. Inshallah, the money will come along the way." But we must remember that every hardship comes ease.
Yes.
That's I think we can agree
For
with that, right?
sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sometimes we go through rough patch lah. So I think this is your rough journey right now. Daripada fixed pay job. Now you come aboard. Yeah, you got 700. So what? I say there's other ways that we can find money in that 1 or 2 months. Right, money comes into our pocket. Then once we start work, then inshallah the receipt will come. Yeah, that's how it works.
Okay.
Nice.
One last question about this particular business, this particular industry. The most common issue that a lot of people will always highlight or bring it up to whenever before they join is I don't have connections. I don't have a network of people I can sell the services or the products to. What is your advice on that?
Okay, so I relate back to myself. So when I came into the industry, I'm not who you see today. Or whoever my clients see how I pitch today. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm an introvert, soft-spoken guy. I only had like 40 contacts when I came in.
40.
40 only.
Like in your phone got 40.
Yeah, only 40.
Wow, really?
Yeah, because
All saudara mara.
no, saudara mara is only like about
Half.
10.
Oh.
10.
Friends.
Yeah, because my
Wow.
mom is a convert. So
Okay.
her side, she's her father is actually from India.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I don't have her side contact.
Uh-huh.
I only have my dad contact.
Okay.
And then there's only I can count the number of relatives I have lah.
Okay.
Who are very close lah.
Okay.
So literally I had only about 10 of those contacts. Friends wise, close friends. Yeah, the balance 30 lah. Yeah, so only 10 of them met me. Out of that 10, alhamdulillah, that 10 supported me
Until now?
until now, alhamdulillah.
Oh, alhamdulillah.
So they really see me grow lah. And they always tell me that, see, I told you you can make it. So I feel very, kita ada this special bond lah, yang very hard to describe. Because there are some like macam poly mates aku, aku dah tak contact 5 years, lepas tu aku call dia, he's willing to sit down, he's willing to hear. But there are some very close one, you know, they reject us. But it's normal.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because finance. There are some people who, I mean, kita nak kena faham that sometimes when we call someone, they reject us. There must be a reason.
Yes.
Kenapa diorang reject? Maybe because diorang punya finances tak kuat. You know, that is not ready. They are not ready at that point of time. So kita pun nak kena faham, put ourselves in that situation to see whether what are kind of struggles that they're facing. Try to address that. So with that amount of contacts, from there then I convert into referrals. And I started, I approach random people out there. Aku pergi nasi padang store ni, lepas tu aku makan sana. Over and over again I go. Lepas tu aku approach to makcik lah.
Okay.
Lepas tu kena reject.
Terpaksa pergi tempat nasi padang lain.
Yeah, then like me and my brother started the entrepreneurship together.
Okay.
So dia start jual daging, eat my meat lah, pasar malam.
Okay.
So when I got no appointments, what I do is I go to his shop, I lepak.
Okay.
I lepak, then lepas tu kat sebelah kan ada store kan. So first few time aku tak berbual, lepas tu aku start berbual lah. Nanti aku selip pandai-pandai.
Okay.
But kalau kena reject, okay lah, so what?
Yalah. At least you
Move on
pitch.
lah. At least I pitch lah. You know that kind of thing.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So yup.
Okay. Before we end off this very first podium episode, we are clear that you want to grow your team by 10 members by the end of the year. And I think our listeners also have already learned what they can expect when they join Miraj Advisory. For you personally, can you give one brilliant golden nugget for anyone who is planning to leave their 9 to 5 job to start a business or to do any kind of endeavor out of their 9 to 5?
Take away.
Can. I think to me personally, you have to have the guts lah. You have to have guts. You got to look ahead. Right now korang ada banyak choice. Korang pergi left, pergi right, korang boleh stay. Right. Tapi kalau korang switch your mind, think forward, you just move ahead. Just jump. Itu je aku boleh cakap. And the rest just leave it to the one above. He will take care of it. Believe in that lah. Kalau kau believe in that, insyaAllah you'll be able to go to the next step lah. Yeah. I hope that golden nuggets is really nuggets lah.
Yes, it is.
It's golden.
Yes, it is
I
definitely
believe so.
golden. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So much. Thank you so much, Feroz, for gracing our very first podium podcast with Golden Nuggets. And we value your time. We appreciate your time being here with us. And guys, I hope you guys can learn a little bit or two, or even more, of what we have shared today. And should there be anything that you wish to inquire or have doubts or concerns, please feel free to reach out to Feroz. Okay, you can DM.
Yes.
Reach out to him via Instagram or at Miraj Advisory in their Instagram as well.
Or if not, you can actually comment down below on our link or also our YouTube or Spotify. Comment Miraj. Then we will make sure that you will be in touch.
All right. With that, we end this episode with Assalamualaikum. Take care and bye-bye.